Welcome back to Cord Cutting Today, where we break down some of the biggest stories happening in the world of cord cutting, including Amazon buying Roku. We got the details of what one analyst is saying about that. Warner Brothers Discovery spinning off its cable networks. Starting to look like that could become a reality as they split the company into multiple parts, dividing its streaming from its cable networks. And we got more details about YouTube TV's price hike. Is it still cheaper than cable? We got the answer for you and a whole lot more. First though, if you like what you hear and want to learn more about these stories, check out the show notes down below, and in the first pinned comment I'll put a link to each story there so you can read them for yourself and come up with your own opinions. I'd love to hear from you. If you want to support us, every Monday through Friday we do videos like this, plus breaking news, reviews, and so much more. Just hit that subscribe button or hit that thumbs up. Doing one or both lets YouTube know you enjoy what we do here, so they recommend our videos to more people. And before we get into the news story, yesterday, the biggest story was YouTube TV's price hike. After denying it, they finally did the price hike. We got the full details in another video. If you check out our channel, I did a full breaking news video on the price hike, got into it in great depth. Check that out there. I will have a little follow-up in this video, but if you're looking for news on that, check out the video from yesterday. All right, according to reports from an analyst, Amazon could be a prime buyer for Roku. Now, we've heard for some time, we talked about it last week, that Roku is reportedly becoming a prime target of many potential buyers out there. And now, according to an analyst out there, Amazon is one of the most likely buyers for it because for Laura Martin, according to that analyst, because of this, some of the matching goals of the two companies, she believes that Roku is a prime target to be purchased by Amazon. Now, Amazon has recently been changing some of its streaming focus. Amazon Prime Video, the sole reason it exists is to help one of two things: get new subscribers to Amazon Prime, and when people become Amazon Prime customers, they're more likely to purchase. Amazon Prime Video, second purchase, to keep people subscribed to Amazon Prime. Now, Roku not only is a device manufacturer and TV manufacturer, don't get me wrong, that would be a big part of why Amazon would buy them. Roku owns a lot of content now through the Roku channel. Amazon buying Roku would give them access to a huge amount of back catalog of content from the Roku channel that they could put into Prime Video, both either through the free channels there or behind the paywall of Prime Video. Does not surprise me if that's a big reason they purchase it. Now, of course, Amazon's a device manufacturer. Roku is the #1 seller of streaming players in the United States. Its OS is the #1 OS on smart TVs in the United States. 1 in 3 TVs in the United States sold are run in a Roku OS, is a stat I heard not that long ago. With that all, it doesn't surprise me at all that Amazon would want a piece of all that. Will it happen? Won't it happen? Your guess is as good as mine a little bit on this. I am a little doubtful. Amazon's pulled back a lot on its investment into streaming. I know I always get comments, well, Freevee is still working. Yes, Amazon has announced, though, they are shutting down Freevee and moving its content into the Prime Video app, but they've announced that they're going to shut down Freevee. They've stopped pushing that. We've also seen changes in their content, putting ads on it, a little less spending, it seems like, on a new original series. Instead, they are now focusing more on sports. Again, because sports is something a lot of people will sign up to watch an NFL game, for example. They hope that drives subscriptions to Prime, which would in turn turn people into Amazon customers buying more and more. How Roku fits into that is a good question. If you don't fit into the whole idea that the goal here is to get people into Prime, to get people to buy more on Amazon.com, Amazon's probably not interested in you. All right, next up, Warner Brothers Discovery is spinning its cable networks off following Comcast. Now, that has not been confirmed, but what has happened is Warner Brothers Discovery, possible dyslexic moment, is splitting its company into new divisions and taking its linear TV networks and kind of putting them in a corner over here and separating them from their streaming services. With this, you see a first step in what will likely become them trying to separate themselves from some of the less profitable aspects of their company, much like Comcast is in the process of spinning itself off from most of its cable networks, including MSNBC, CNBC, and others, will soon be broken off into a standalone independent company still owned by Comcast. Much like how AT&T spun off DirecTV and its Warner Brothers assets, it would not surprise me to see Warner Brothers Discovery now do the same thing to its cable networks to focus itself on its streaming side of that. Keep a close eye on this. Cable networks, once the pride and joy of companies like this, has become a rock to them in a lot of ways, holding them down because of its high debt load and other issues of dropping subscribers, lowering revenues. We'll keep a close eye on this, but keep an eye on Warner Bros. Discovery and other companies to try to break free from some of the dead weight of these cable networks. With this, though, Max is continuing to expand its HBO channels inside Max. About a week ago, Max started beta testing with a small group of users live feeds of HBO channels inside Max as part of the Max subscription. This week, I've heard from multiple readers who sent us confirmation that HBO Max now appeared there. It seems that Max is expanding the beta test to more users. Unfortunately, if you're not in that beta test, if you're not one of the lucky people getting free live HBO, you're out of luck. I think this is a test to weight load a little bit Max with its content, to have as much live content on there, see how Max does. As much as it is to see how many people actually use these channels to decide if it's actually worth putting these live channels on Max. I bet this is one way that they're hoping that will develop Max and make it more attractive to other people. Keep a close eye on it. Hey, are you a military? My wife retired just last year from the Army after over 20 years. Well, NBC Universal and Comcast have a special deal with it, including free premium Peacock, special deals on Xfinity Mobile, and other deals. Now, with this, you can get free Peacock Premium. It's an $80 savings on this. With it, you can also get Now TV for free, which is their I guess Philo and Friendly TV like competitive service. It misses a lot of channels, but it does include some stuff there with it. There's other deals like Xfinity Mobile, where you can get it for free for 24 months, and other ones. If you're military, check out this story. I won't go through all the details, but a lot of freebies from Comcast. Hey, if they're offering it for free, why not take advantage of it? All right, next story up. Netflix is cutting back on its benefits for employees. Netflix is quietly, according to some employees, been cutting back on the number of benefits, probably for a variety of reasons, reduced costs and others. One of the things, they used to offer unlimited parental leave for employees, and now apparently, according to the Wall Street Journal report, that's been reduced to 6 months with this, which has become pretty standard at a lot of companies. It's kind of one of the things you're seeing, a growing number of tech companies limiting its benefits on things like unlimited time off recently. We'll see if that trend continues, or if the job market changes and they become more and more aggressive with it. And last story, Paramount Plus is merging the opposite of what Warner Bros. Discovery is doing, merging its streaming services like Paramount Plus in with its cable networks. With this, there will be some layoffs as there's redundant staff there. Paramount is trying to cut costs by having, instead of two divisions with two different things, having one, which means some things like maybe HR and other areas where you had two complete separate HR departments now can only have one. Paramount's been heavily cutting staff and cutting costs as it struggles to stay afloat until its merger with Sky Media. We'll keep a close eye on that. Overall, the trend of cable TV is very interesting right now. There's a lot happening in it. There seems to be two rules of thumb right now. One is lean more heavily into it, which has kind of been a little bit of a Disney strategy, though I think that's changing too. The other, more recently, is to spin off your cable networks and try to get rid of them. Comcast is doing this. They want those cable networks off their books, and in order to do that, they are spinning those off into an independent company sometime late next year, where the same management team will lead it, but no longer will Comcast have to report losses on its cable networks on its books for its TV companies, allowing that, or for its Comcast other companies. That allows Comcast to look more profitable by removing some of the bad debt, much like AT&T did with DirecTV. Now it seems like Warner Bros. Discovery well, not immediately doing that, maybe preparing an option to do that in the future. Look for companies, I've said this before, there are more cable networks that can survive. A lot of these cable networks won't be here. Look for companies to start making hard decisions on what cable networks they'll keep and which ones they'll get rid of faster than you may expect. Well, that's it for today. I hope you have a fantastic day. It's the weekend. I'll be back this weekend with more videos, but I hope you all have a fantastic one. Take care, be safe. Talk to you all again real soon.